日本時間9月4日、ドジャースの地元放送局、スポーツネット LA では、昨夜、ドジャース通算100本塁打を放った大谷翔平選手を試合前に取り上げました。移籍後最初の2シーズンで合計100本塁打以上は最多の113本塁打を記録したベーブ・ルース氏らに続き史上4人目。この偉業を称え、大谷選手がドジャースで放った100本のホームランからトップ10のシーンを振り返りました。また、米番組 MLB セントラルでは大谷選手の数値がどれほどすごいのかを歴代の最高選手と比べ盛り上がる場面も。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
And a big story today, we were supposed to be seeing Shohei Ohtani pulling double duty again tonight, and while we will see him in his DH role, we will not see him on the mound. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers in Pittsburgh, and she joins us live from PNC Park with the latest on Shohei. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, unfortunately for Shohei Ohtani, he's battling a little bit of a head cold, chest cold, and so he's been feeling under the weather recently. And that was the reason they decided to scratch him from the start today. Dave Roberts shared the news this afternoon and also talked about just what this means for what's next for Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he was under the weather yesterday all day, went out and kind of did a side and didn't feel good, and kind of alerted the training staff. So we just felt at that point in time, asking him if he could still hit, assured us that he could, which proved to be the right call. But as far as kind of the workout, the catch play got cut short, and then when you're sick and potentially dehydrated, just feeling like the tax of pitching in a game, it wasn't worth it. And so we felt that still having Emmett, who we were going to skip, in play, it was an easy kind of replacement. And then to kick Shohei to sometime this weekend. So just to give him a few more days to recover.
Was there any thought just for him to have a full day of recovery, not having him as the DH?
The toll of taking 4 or 5 at-bats versus pitching 5 innings, it's not even, there's no comparison. So we felt that, yeah, just to make the decision yesterday afternoon, which we did, that he was going to pitch sometime this weekend, but still take on the DH responsibilities.
When you say under the weather, you're talking like cold type symptoms?
It was chest stuff. It was like a cough, a deep cough. You know, Shohei just wasn't feeling well. And there might have been some sinus stuff. So the point being is that his throwing program got cut short, the tax on potentially pitching. So we just kind of made a proactive decision.
Unfortunately for Shohei Ohtani, he's not the only one who has been battling this chest cold, head cold. There have been a few guys on the team, including Max Muncy, in which it has delayed just his rehab start and his return to the big league team coming off of the IL. But for Shohei, like Dave Roberts said, he feels okay enough to still be in the game as the DH. It's just not as taxing on his body to be hitting the ball compared to pitching through 5 innings of work. Yesterday, we obviously saw the huge home run, 120 off the bat. So he's still showing the power and things like that there. So hopefully he can keep that going today. And then they do expect him to step back into the rotation, hopefully sometime this weekend. So it would be in Baltimore against the Orioles, guys.
Incredible to have that much strength dealing with what he was dealing there yesterday and also today. Kirsten, thank you very much. Most everything Shohei does seems to be historic. With last night's home run, he became the 4th player to reach 100 home runs in their first 2 years with a franchise. Babe Ruth, 113 bombs during his first 2 years with the Yankees. A-Rod, 109 homers with the Rangers. Shohei now at 100. He still has 24 games to play, joining Roger Maris, who had 100 home runs with the Yankees as well. And Codify tweeted after last night's Shohei home run, the top 32 exit velocities by Los Angeles Dodgers hitters since Shohei Ohtani joined the team. I'm trying to find anybody on there that's not Shohei. Picture pretty much tells it all. And Shohei's 100th career home run in a Dodgers uniform. Also the Dodgers' hardest hit ball in the StatCast era. In fact, it was the 6th hardest hit home run ever by any player since 2015, Jerry. So we have to break it down. Access 360.
Absolutely. We are going to go Access 360 and break down this rocket of a home run. The Big Show going to get a fastball, center cut, a 3-1 pitch, does not miss it. 99 mile an hour coming in, 120 miles an hour going off the bat. Love to see it. The ideal launch angle. What is it? Is it 19? No, it's 23 degrees. I love that. Head down on contact. He knew right away. Oh, my goodness. I absolutely crushed this ball. And guess what? If it didn't go over the fence, I think it would have went through the fence. That's how hard he hit it. Look at Rush right there. Can you believe that ball was hit that hard? And even Freddie Freeman has to make sure, because you got to be respectful, especially when you hit a ball 120 miles an hour, you got to make sure you bow, okay, to the Big Show. And you know, guys, have you ever hit a ball that hard, 120 miles an hour?
We wouldn't know, but definitely not. No, one thing that I question is that if he was feeling under the weather, if he was fully healthy, it hits that ball, I might have gone 135 miles an hour. So
he should get sick more often. 2 doubles and a 120-mile-an-hour home run yesterday in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was amazing to walk, and I never got to see an alligator, Jerry, but I believe you.
I wrestled one.
Where are the Gators, Jerry? Where are they?
Well, I wrestled one years ago, but they didn't have it on camera.
Okay. He was coming off his best start as a Dodger, also picked up his first win, but Dave Roberts and the Dodgers are having to pivot tonight, as we just talked about. Kirsten Watson is at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, and she joins us live with more on Shohei. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, first, I should say, as our resident Floridian, can confirm there are no alligators in that water out there. Now, about Shohei Ohtani. As you mentioned, he is under the weather with a bit of a chest cold right now, and so he was able to be in as the DH yesterday. We saw the results. We saw the home run 120 off the bat. So he is feeling okay to stay in the game as the DH, but Dave Roberts talked about the decision to have him scratched from his start today. So for Shohei Ohtani, again, like Dave Roberts was saying, it's good news that he's been able to stay in the game as the DH, whether it was yesterday as well as today, because he's not the only one who's actually been battling this chest cold. It has made its way a bit around the clubhouse, even as it seems to be the same cold that was impacting Max Muncy, delaying his rehab start. So he should be out there in the next few days. It's even delayed his return back to the big league club. But for Shohei Ohtani, they are expecting him to get back online in the rotation over the weekend in Baltimore. There's no decision just yet on the exact date of what that start is going to be, but just the fact that he's going to be feeling better, hopefully in the next few days, and be available for that start is great news, guys.
Kirsten, what's going on? This is Jerry. You know I'm your older brother. I just sent you a report on the various alligators that were at Allegheny River. I know there's a ton of Floridian alligators, but they've made their way up to Pittsburgh, so be on the lookout. It's a fact.
I just want to know what alligators hurt so many baseball players, because whether it's been you or the guys in this clubhouse that tried to convince me that there were alligators in the ocean, enough is enough.
Oh, in the ocean.
Okay?
Yeah, well,
yes, when we were in Tampa, they tried to convince me that they were in the ocean, and I was
sharks and alligators and crocodiles. Yes, we don't like that.
Okay.
Watch out. Apparently, they're in the Allegheny, Kirsten. So, as a Floridian, be careful.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Seems like every week Shohei Ohtani is setting some kind of new Dodgers record. So we're going to take a look back at the top 10 plays of his brief career with the Dodgers and those 100 homers. We got to begin at number 10 with one that pretty much left Dodger Stadium against Boston last July, Adrian, 473 feet.
473 feet. I mean, look at that ball. It went over the whole thing. That is a bomb. I've only seen a couple balls do that in the entire time that I've been watching baseball. Wow, what a moonshot.
Number 9, last April 21st, 176th career home run, passing Hideki Matsui for most among all Japanese-born players.
One of his favorite players growing up was Godzilla, Hideki Matsui, who was a great player in his own right. Nice home run.
At number 8, back on March 18th of this year at the Tokyo Dome, Adrian hits a home run in his home country.
This might be my favorite only because he was able to do it in his home country as a Dodger, coming back. I mean, just the importance of him hitting a home run there is so huge. Everybody was there to watch him hit a home run in a Dodger uniform, and you see how the crowd gets excited. It's just so special right there.
How about some walk-offs at number 7? His first one as a Dodger came May 19th of last year against the Reds. Would also have one later that September for the Dodgers. Not a walk-off, but it set up Mookie's walk-off.
Yeah, and here's a bat against Diaz, who was recently a show Dodger. Him battling. I love this two-strike approach. Finally gets a pitch he can handle, puts the barrel on it, a rocket for a walk-off knock, bringing in Jay Hay to win the ball game. And that home run you're talking about against a rock show, down run, 1 run in the 9th inning, little cambio. He will finally get a pitch he can handle. get something up in the zone, a cambio, rocket to tie up the ball game. Great swing.
Let's go to number 6, May 9th. More heroics.
And Ohtani torches one, tosses the bat, and watches it fly. Shohei Ohtani breaks the tie with a 3-run bomb because, of course.
Well, imitating Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who did the arms up earlier in the game on a homer.
Yeah, and yes, because of course he is Shohei. I mean, that is look at the distance right here. He just continues to hit these incredible home runs.
Number 5, it's Shohei in full form. Returned to the mound. Threw 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Vinny Pasquantino, and then August 13th, got to go to the K-Zone to watch him strike out Mike Trout as well, Drew, as we watch that pitch to Pasquantino.
And I love this battle here. Mike Trout, an absolute legend, a first ballot Hall of Famer against first ballot Hall of Famer Shohei Ohtani. Fastball, breaking ball, another fastball. There's that sweeper to freeze him, and he's going to have another at bat. Remember, that sweeper froze him the first strikeout, so he's going to start him out with a slow breaking ball, another sweeper. There's that fastball to challenge him 2-0, another fastball at 98, and this little Louisiana Bayou to get Mike Trout.
Number 4, Shohei putting on a show in the 2024 postseason, hitting with runners in scoring position. He hit 400, Adrian, an OPS of 1,300, couple home runs.
I still think he had the most important bat of the postseason, hitting that home run against the Padres.
Yep.
And, you know, just the way he was able to carry this team offensively in October was very, very special to watch.
Number 3, April 2nd on his bobblehead night, Jerry. Always delivering on his bobblehead night. A walk-off home run to beat the Braves.
And for Iglesias, that really wasn't a bad pitch. That was a changeup off the plate. When we talk about plate coverage, Shohei Ohtani has tremendous plate coverage and great hands there, able to stay square, fire those hands. And I love the new celebration for his skincare line. Great product.
Number 2, August 23rd of last year, he had a flair for the dramatic when he had his milestone night, stealing his 40th base. The same night, Adrian, he would hit a walk-off grand slam for his 40th home run.
He had those special moments last year, those historic moments that people will talk about for generations, and this is one of those games where he had the stolen base and then comes up and hits the walk-off to get to 40-40 early on in the year. And I mean, just again, we keep watching these home runs that are just incredible, spectacular, you know, just clutch. Everything he's done as a Dodger has just been
insane. How can he possibly top that 40-40 performance? Well, his 50-50 did that, and it is at number 1 last September.
He's now one shy of 50 stolen bases. There they go. Throw to third. Beats him, but he got his foot in. The 50th for Ohtani. Sends one in the air. The other way. Back it goes. Gone! One-of-a-kind player. One-of-a-kind season. Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club. The greatest day in baseball history. 6 for 6. 3 home runs. 10 runs batted in.
Still doesn't sound real. Like those are just made-up numbers.
You couldn't do that in Xbox.
They were like, we got to do Ohtani again. I'm like,
I
got nothing in the tank left to say about him, except he's the greatest baseball player that's ever been graced planet Earth. He just is. Yeah. I sat there last night. I'm like, he has Nolan Ryan's arsenal and hits 50 homers.
It's stupid.
Think about it.
That would be interesting to take all the tools that he has from different players.
Like, build the perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I think Brendan probably got weird with this one back in edit. There he is. Okay, Dave Winfield. We're going to combine all these guys. He's got the presence in the box to me. When I was growing up as a kid, no one engulfed the batter's box more than Dave Winfield. He was like 6'6", just dominating the box. And if you missed, it was an absolute seed bomb homer when I was a kid. So Dave Winfield, I felt like just the complete plate coverage of Darryl Strawberry. It didn't matter if the ball was down and away, up and in, D-Straw could get to it. And when you're watching Ohtani, he's got such a simple move, and he can leave to all parts of the field. that he doesn't have to cheat to anything. I mean, just shooting a ball the other way, but it splits the gap. Usually for most people, they're able to come over and catch that ball because it hangs up a little bit. Not with him. It's different. Minimal stride. He's got the pull power of Aaron Judge.
Silly.
He's got the oppo power of Jim Thome. I'm serious when you look at it. You dive in on his pull power. Aaron Judge hits balls to parts unknown. And that's exactly what Shohei Ohtani does. You really sit down and take the best tools from the greatest players that have ever graced the game. He has them.
This is a good.
Can remember playing shortstop in the vet. Jim Thome coming up to hit back in the day, and he would hit balls over my head. They were home runs opposite field, like 2-iron gunshots going over your head. It's honest, and he does the exact same thing. So I was just sitting there, I wanted to build the perfect baseball player. I was kind of going through in my mind. Jose Ramirez, why do we put Jose Ramirez on tape? They have the same home to first speed. What? Same. So he runs like Jose Ramirez, he covers the box like Dave Winfield, he's got plate coverage like Darryl Strawberry, he's got the power of Jim Thome combined with Aaron Judge, and then he gets on the mound and throws 100 with a snapdragon breaking ball.
Yeah.
And it makes you think of Nolan Ryan. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, if Nolan Ryan hit 50 homers every year and scored 130 runs, he'd be Shohei Ohtani.
If Nolan Ryan hit 50.
Think about it.
If someone just turned on the TV, they're like, what the?
This board. Look at this board. Shohei Ohtani's career highs versus notable players' career highs. His slug in 2023 was 654. Alex Rodriguez's best year was 645. Homers, 54. Thome, 52. Ichiro did more bags in a year than he ever did. And look at the Ks per 9 compared to Nolan Ryan.
Shohei goes tonight.
How dare you?
For the Los Angeles
I think
Dodgers.
700 was light.
Man, I would have liked to see.
They've definitely already made that.
I'd love to.
I would have loved to
so
see
much
Shohei
more. What's
Ohtani,
his-
Paul Skeens as the pitching matchup tonight. But that's not good. That's not.
What do you
gonna
think
happen.
he's making off the field?
Shohei? Like 50 grand?
Stop. He gets that for signing a card.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。